Yo guys, Stark here. Today I'm going to be doing Aokiji 60 Stamina. Now Aokiji is one of the hardest raid bosses at the moment, and there aren't a lot of teams that can do it. You could use double Stronghold Shanks, you could use a Double Rayleigh like I'm going to be using, you could use a version 1 Shanks and a Stronghold Shanks friend. But you know, and you can use Sengoku, but there really aren't that many teams that can do it. So I'm sorry I'm not doing a free-to-play team, but this is the best I could do right now with what I have. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you have at least a level 1 Despair and level 2 Chains. That would be your best setup. I only have level 1 Chains, but it's not a huge issue because I'm using Rayleigh, and Rayleigh's special reduces Chains. So we'll be fine with this team. You want to make sure your Dofi has an under 18 cooldown, so you can actually use him before Aokiji kills you. So here we go. The hardest part about Aokiji is actually getting to him. All the mobs hit really hard, and you have to manual target sometimes, and that is extremely annoying. Alright, so stage 1, you just want to kill the guys with the 1 turn cooldown. So we're going to actually have to manual target here to kill this guy in the back. So, here we go. We'll take the hit from the penguin, and it's not that much damage, so we'll be okay. You can take a couple hits in this event, but you have to be really careful. So room 2 is pretty much the same as room 1. You just want to clear out the guys with 1 turn cooldowns, which is quite a lot in this room. Alright, cool. If you get lucky with meat orbs, you can take a hit from the lobster and then just heal back. But I have no reason to do that right now. This run's pretty good so far. So in room 3, these guys will lock and despair your captain for 1 turn, but since we have the sockets, we'll just get rid of that. We're gonna go ahead and knock these guys out. These guys can be either red, blue, or green, so depending on your setup, you might not be able to kill all of them in 1 turn. So in stage 4, you got your typical Elder Seahorse room. These guys got insanely high defense. They all have 5 health. The Elder Seahorse has 6 health. I'm gonna leave the blue guy for last so he can chain my Dofi for a couple turns, and that'll give me a little bit extra turn to stall. And then if you don't kill the side guy, he'll just lock your int units for 2 turns. So it's not a big deal if you can't kill that guy either. And then we'll just stall out here and finish him off. And now it's time for Aokiji. So he'll start off by putting off his immunity, so you couldn't use like Golden Pound Usopp here. But you want to use Impact Usopp ideally. So he'll go ahead and he'll chain one of my bottom 40 units for 2 turns. And this is why you want your level 2 chains, so you can just completely remove that and have all your guys able to attack every turn. But even with level 1 chains, it's still fine. pretty much want to do as much damage as possible until he uses his attack here. And what this does is he'll reduce your health by 80%. It can never kill you, so don't worry about it too much. So now what we're going to do here is we're just going to attack him for the next 2 turns and do as much damage as we can. If we drop him below 50%, he'll berserk himself and he'll chain a unit for 2 turns. But we have Rayleigh, so we can just clear that off before we burst him down. Alright, so he's got 1 turn left before he attacks, and this is the turn we're gonna burst him down. So we'll go ahead and use all of our specials here. Aokiji is pretty much a hit or miss boss. You'll either kill him or he'll kill you. There's no like stall tactics or anything like that. You just gotta hope you do enough damage to kill him. I thought about giving Dofi the matching orb there for a second, but we're gonna stick with the full Psy orbs here. And there you go. Aokiji has been defeated. Even with the proper team, it's still pretty difficult, and I'm always worried I'm never going to do enough damage, but this team is extremely consistent with it. So I hope this video is helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.